All right, gang, we got a 2013 Chevy Malibu with a 2.5. This is Wesley's car. He made it home from the Marine Corps for a little bit for a visit. So what's going on? The temperature gauge is staying really low, very little heat coming out of it. It's full of coolant, you can see there. I suspect it's a bad thermostat. The engine's just not coming up to operating temperature. So we have a new thermostat, which is located right here. First, we're gonna drain the coolant. All right, we've got the coolant draining. I know you can't see, but without even jacking the car up, you can reach up through this space and open the pedcock on the radiator. So we got these two 10mm bolts up top, and then there's one rusted one below. The O2 sensor is probably gonna break off. We also should probably unplug the O2 sensor to get this come by. And it has a lock. All right, we're gonna have to pull it out of here. There we go. And then we gotta slide the lock back and we gotta unplug this. The lock is open, I believe. There we go. So that's unplugged now. Wes is gonna try and undo this rusted bolt here. If you can see it, this rusted one right down here. It looks like it's gonna round off. We'll see.
Definitely gonna round off.
Okay.
Won't even grab.
All right, let's try some vice grips. It's probably gonna, feels like it's gonna break. Oh yeah, she broke right off. Par for the course. Lucky for us, it's only got two bolts. So one on the top and one on the bottom. Those are both 10mm. It does have an electrical plug on it as well, and the hose. Squeeze the hose clamp, let's lock it down. We'll slide that back. We're gonna wait. We're gonna let some more drain off before we start cracking this loose. It's gonna make a mess either way, but we might as well try and mitigate the mess. All right, so we need a 10mm for the top and bottom of this thing to get the thermostat housing off. So you got this one here on the top. I would try and get the bottom one loose first. It's right over here. So you might need like a 1/4" drive. That one will be okay for there, but down here on this one, hammer down. All right, Wes has got that one loose. Now we'll set that up here. Okay, there's the real mess. Okay, now we gotta get this wire undone. And it's got another lock. Screwdriver, yeah, let's pop this lock up. We'll pull this off. I'm curious if it's stuck open because the car wasn't coming up temp at all. All right, so we got to push on that. It doesn't look like it's open, but there's not many other things that would keep it from coming up to temperature.
Other than the thermostat.
Right.
Now, gonna put the heat shield back over the exhaust manifold. Have our O2 sensor here. Feed it through this hole. Square it back up. Hose in the way. A little shimmy. Make sure our O2 sensor goes through the hole as well. We gotta line it up. Two 10mm bolts back here.
All right, something else we should discuss. Wes noticed some coolant on the ABS pump, and we took the bottle off and we found these big old cracks in it. I don't think that's what was keeping it from coming up to temp because it was full of coolant. There was a few drips down there. It was wet, but we got a coolant bottle coming to replace this because yeah, there's cracks there. There's a crack here. There's a big crack up around here. AutoZone had it in stock. So to do that, you've got to take the battery loose and slide it ahead. So you've got to take all these fasteners off. This one goes here. There's a great big cable here that holds the battery in place, so that had to come loose. Take all that loose, move the battery ahead, and the coolant bottle slides out. It's held in with a clip back here and one up here.
So right here, it's a bracket here, a slot. I'm gonna try and line it up, push it down in there.
Yeah.
And it's in.
Clip goes right here. There it is.
Tighten down this clamp here. Keep it facing up. It's easier to take off next time.
All right, now put the battery back together.
Put that back on there. Make sure it's flush on the bottom. And start connecting all of these again. I'm gonna need a 8mm.
So we'll top it off with coolant and then we'll run it and we'll check the temperature as it warms up. All right, so let's keep an eye on these and see it come up. Your temp gauge climbing at all?
About 10th.
Okay, so we're just gonna monitor these two PIDs here. Radiator coolant temperature sensor, engine coolant temperature sensor. 109 degrees. Okay, let's combine these. Okay, so our engine coolant temp sensor is at 111. We're just gonna watch it come up. Radiator coolant temperature sensor is at 55. We'll check the cluster one as well. And then I'll jump out in a second and make sure we're still full of coolant. We came up 2 degrees, that's good.
Already hotter than it was when we were driving down the road.
Oh, definitely. All right, we're gonna go for a spin and get it up to temperature. We're at 138.2 degrees on the ECT, the engine coolant temperature sensor, right now. So we're gonna drive it up down the road a little bit and bring it up to temp and then check for leaks and make sure we're still full. Coolant, antifreeze. Yeah, Wes was on his way back from North Carolina back to Michigan and noticed a small coolant leak, which we thought was the hose. I was trying to help him over the phone the best I could, and we thought it was the hose going to the coolant bottle. The coolant overflow or container. It turns out it was that crack in the bottom of it, so we swapped that out. Even still full of coolant, it wouldn't come up to temperature. and now we're at 154.4 degrees. The radiator temperature is 57.2. So I think the thermostat's still closed.
But the heat is kicking ass.
Yeah, the heat's really doing good. Yesterday, when we went and did some Christmas shopping, and I noticed right away, like, man, this thing doesn't have much heat. That's what led us to the project today. So yeah, now we're at 161.6. You can see it there. The radiator temperature is 57.2. And I think the running coolant temperature for this should be 203 degrees Fahrenheit, so we'll see. Okay, so if you can see that, we're at 188 to 190 ECT. I'm sorry, the engine coolant temperature sensor. So it's fluctuating within a few degrees like it's supposed to. And our radiator coolant temperature sensor is on the rise, and we watch that increase. So I think everything is all set between the coolant bottle there and the thermostat. We should be good to go. Okay, so that's it for the 2013 Malibu. We replaced the thermostat, and then Wes noticed that the coolant tank was leaking on the bottom, so we replaced that, and we drove it. Both hoses are hot. That down there is from me. When we pulled thermostat housing off, a bunch came spilling out. But yeah, I think we got it all set. It really good heat now. Engine maintains temperature, which is good. So that's it for the Malibu coolant bottle and the thermostat housing. Thanks for watching.